Hello guys, I did promise I'll put out a video every time I feel like I've got something on my mind. I just wanted to share on loss, those of you that might be going through some loss. It may seem like my videos are a bit negative and depressing, but I just want you guys to know that this is what happens in everyday life to ordinary people. And what's happened with me over the last week is my great auntie, who brought me up, who's been a huge part of my life, died yesterday morning. And then my nan, who relied on her dearly, died this evening. It's a bit of a love story really. People love each other that much, and then one goes and then the other one goes. And their eldest sister died at the beginning of the year. It's a beautiful story if you think about it really. They love each other that much that they all want to be together. Grief, right. 2 years ago, in the space of just over a year, I lost my dad, I lost my mum, and I lost my uncle. Very, very big roles in my life, not always positive, but I took that to a dark place, if you like. I didn't let myself feel. And I feel myself doing it now. Every part of me, this is what I've done. This is what I've done since a child, to keep myself safe, the coping mechanism. Shut it down, shut it down. So every part of me is saying, no, Ryan, you can't grieve this at the minute. You need to just get on with it. Get on with it. There's a job to be done. You can't be weak. You can't fall apart. This is what I found is the wrong thing to do for me. And this is what's worked against me. Although it's helped me through my life, through things that have been very traumatizing, all the stuff that I thought was working against me and keeping me safe, like putting up the walls, shutting people out, not allowing my feelings, was actually killing me from the inside out. So what I've realised is now, especially around time of grief, if you guys can relate, just allow yourself to feel. This is what I'm going to do now, because all the shutting down, pushing your feelings to one side, it didn't work for me. Even when my dad and mum and uncle died, I didn't even take a day off. I didn't take a day off work just for my mum's funeral, and that was it. I didn't allow myself to feel. I didn't allow myself to do anything. And then my dad, I didn't allow myself to feel. My uncle, I didn't allow myself to feel. So it's all building up. And then eventually my body just took a crash where I just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed through. My body just took a crash. It may seem strange, a guy smothered in tattoos, big baldy head on him, talking about stuff like this, but this is why I don't think men or people in general talk about stuff like this, because they feel like they've got to put on this persona and keep themselves safe so people can't see the real them, but you just lose sight of who you are. So, please, as I said, I can feel every part of me building up now, trying to push it down, but I have to realise I have to let myself feel, grieve. And the thing with grief, as I'm well aware, I've buried 6 people close to me whilst in recovery, and I thought every part of me, I had reservations. When my mum died, I'd probably use. I never. When my dad died, my uncle, and 3 old ladies who really have helped bring me up, who's been really close to me, have died in the last year, and I haven't used or done any destructive behaviours since then. But please allow yourself to feel. And what I found with grief, you get sad, angry, and then nothing. And then you might be alright, you'll forget about it, and then you get triggered again, and then it goes around again. Angry, sad, and then nothing. That's my experience anyway. But please, guys, let yourself grieve, let yourself feel. It's okay to grieve. Don't sit in self-pity, because it's not going to get anywhere. And don't blame anyone, because it's no one's fault. I mean, part of me feels like blaming I was so angry yesterday because the care system was happy enough to let my 96-year-old auntie look after her 93-year-old sister through the night, who was registered blind. Every part of me was absolutely fuming. But I'm powerless over that. You know, I'm going to get to where I want to be and hopefully change this and start charities so stuff like this don't happen to elderly people. But there's a positive way of doing things. Please don't hit that big red F it button, because it won't work and you'll be no good to anyone. Just allow yourself to grieve, guys. I mean, I feel a bit torn at the minute. Earlier I was very anxious. I just went and picked up the papers to bury my auntie, who was like a mother to me, and then I ended up going around my nan's, taking her to hospital, and within an hour she's ended up dying, and I'm watching her die in front of me with my cousin and family. But I feel myself going into that protection mode. I need to be strong for people. I need to be reliable. I can't be weak. No, don't be weak. Don't be weak, because when you're weak, you fall apart. No, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. When you feel yourself building up, and you're just shutting everything down and you're going on, this is when you're going to fall apart, because eventually it will catch up. It will catch up. So just be gentle on yourself. Allow yourself to grieve. I mean, I haven't shed a tear yet, because have you ever got to that stage where you feel your eyes welling up, but then you either shut it down or you allow yourself to cry? Well, shutting it down is the walls coming up. No, I can't be weak. I can't cry. I need to carry on. I need to be strong for this person. I need to be strong for that person. No, you need to feel what you need to feel. Grieve for your loss. Grieve for yourself. Grieve, allow the process. Just give yourself some time, even if you have to be on your own for a little bit. Even if you have to say to family, just give me some time to myself. That's okay. That's okay. If you need that time to yourself to feel and to grieve and alone time, do it. Please just don't throw yourself into work. But it might be your pattern. If that works for you, then it works for you. It worked for me for a period of time, but only for a period of time. Then it all catches up. It does. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just thinking. 2 sisters in just over 24 hours. I'm a bit in shock, really. But it's as angry as I am at the services. I'm powerless over that. I'm powerless over what social services try to do at the minute, and the funding they're stopping in Tower Hamlets alone, and probably across the whole of the UK, and how many families suffering because this is happening. I'm powerless over that for now. But what I can do is act in a positive manner, in a constructive way, and change it in a positive way. And it's not going to be by lashing out, by getting angry, by getting resentful. It's allowing myself the process to feel. If I need to cry, cry. But please, guys, allow yourself that grieving time, and it will go in roundabouts. If you've never lost, it can go in roundabouts, and it's a process. You think it's gone, you get angry and sad, then you think it's gone, and you get angry and sad, then you think it's gone. And like I keep saying on my last post, just allow this, just be persistent, just stick in there. But please allow yourself to grieve, and don't do what I did and block it out and block it out and block it out, and then you've not got a voice, and then you're suffocating inside. So that's just what I'm just sharing with you guys as I feel, and hopefully you guys can relate. And I've experienced what not to do, and that's just by blocking everything out, because eventually it does catch up with you and I come out sideways. So allowing myself to feel, allowing myself to process is the best thing to do. Be gentle with yourself, and if you need alone time, take the alone time. Alright, guys, take care of yourselves all.